Okay, so for our first game, let's see, we will have, and I'm waiting for it, Richard versus Wing. Welcome up on stage.
First seed against 16th seed. Like I said, a tight grouping. This should be a fire matchup straight out of the gate.
Yes. And as before, for all the players, I think we usually just sit under our names, and it should be fine.
Absolutely.
And should we count down every match? What's the time?
Yeah, we can count down every match.
Yeah, we count down every match.
That's on us.
Yeah. So
just a couple things to look for with the overlay. This is a custom overlay.
Oh yeah.
The players are not seeing what you're seeing on the stream and on the screen. They're seeing the classic just layout for their score. So we have some enhancements. The burn is how many lines have been burned in between Tetrises. So you can see almost efficiency. Anytime that number gets in the double digits, they're in a dig situation or a drought. And then Tetris percent is the amount of lines going towards Tetrises, burn lines going towards Tetrises. You're going to want to see that number above 60%, 70% in some of these cases. And yeah, it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, and the score, we see the difference between the players, the green and red things you saw before. But the players, this is a single-player game, so they only see their own screen. So they don't know that. But they can look over at the guy next to them, so they'll see it. Okay, are the players ready? Okay.
Is the audience ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay,
Love
let's
it.
count down together. 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Oh, and there we are. Let's see. Oh, identical play from both players so far, except the misdrop. So what should we be looking for here in the beginning of the game?
You want to see who draws first blood here. Richard is set up very well. We want to see who gets the first Tetris.
That's more of a psychological win than boom, Tetris for Richard.
It's very distracting to see your opponent scoring Tetrises, especially if you're digging and you're not Tetris ready. But both these
Tetris
players
for both players
getting right at it.
This is your top seed, by the way, Richard playing. He sniped that spot just earlier today. I think he beat Svavar's top seed score by about 1,000 points to snag that spot. And there's a little bit of gamesmanship that could have been played, but he actually decided to go ahead and take the top spot. If he hadn't reported it, the seeding would have worked out a very different way.
Oh, yeah.
It's very interesting, but he was proud of his score.
Yeah.
Who can blame him?
Who can blame him?
So in terms of stack health, Wing has taken a little bit of a hit, but really nice cerebral burns coming from him. High IQ Tetris, but it looks like the advantage, about a Tetris and a half, is going towards Richard here.
Yeah. We hear a lot of booms in the audience every time somebody does a Tetris.
Richard streams on Twitch as Bereni, KFT. I don't have the spelling in front of me for that.
Oh, let's see.
It's getting rather high.
Yeah.
Looks like Wing's options are a little limited right here. But man, he gets some nice pieces and he knows what to do with them.
Yeah.
So he is burning. He's surviving really nicely.
Yeah. And Richard is doing really well, of course, as well. But it's more interesting. Another mistake from Wing. Let's see. Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
That's going to do it. These level 18 starts.
Yeah, that's a quick one for Richard.
First game goes to Richard.
Yeah.
So if you're familiar with NTSC Tetris, Classic Tetris, level 18 here is about as fast as level 19. It's very comparable. So it's deceptively fast.
Are you guys set up with the levels and everything? Okay. So at level 12 start. Let's count down again. 3, 2, 1. Tetris! The start we all love.
Yeah, very tricky start.
Oh.
Looks like Richard had to do some tucking there. It was just kind of tight.
Yeah, let's see how he chooses to deal with it.
It's really just going to translate to an inefficient start, and Wing takes advantage of it. Both players getting a ton of S's and Z's.
Yeah, it's annoying. Have you ever played a game where you only get S's and C's? I've played one that's deliberately set up that way. It's super difficult. It's like, no, yeah. Why would somebody do that?
A lot of people ask me too. I think it's Schadenfreude. I think they just want me to suffer. You can see Richard's still dealing with that initial kind of chaos, but he's almost out of it.
Yeah. Do you think he... Yeah, well, he probably wants to clear that last line at some point, but maybe he will just wait for it for a while?
He's an aggressive player, and with his tapping, he can play a little higher than other players, and so you'll see him take some risks that maybe the average player will not do.
Yeah, but we see that he opted to clear the line.
Yeah, but Wing has really capitalized on it. A small misdrop there, but he's got a little bit of a lead to play with.
It wouldn't have been so bad unless those two pieces came afterwards. It was annoying.
He got kind of the wrong pieces right after that little misshift. And with your limited opportunity here, 19 being the quote-unquote kill screen, you really want to take full advantage of these levels. Yeah. So it hurts to have to burn so much.
So how many levels do you have to, or how many lines do you have to clear for when you start at level 18?
When you start at level 18, you have 130 lines to play with. Yeah. That changes a little bit on a 12 start. I personally...
Oh, it was a 12 start, yeah.
Yeah. Very pleasing colors, though. Very sharp.
Yeah.
Richard has a great stack, and he's going to take advantage of it. Slams a Tetris down.
Yeah.
He's ready for another one.
Yeah.
Closing that gap.
Wing is ready for one as well now.
Yep.
And there we have one.
Sometimes, especially being the first match of the day, it takes a while to get in the zone. Yeah. No matter if you're the first seed or the last seed, tournament nerves are present. Yeah. So it's good to take a breath and get into the groove.
Yeah, and we're very close between the two.
Thanks to Richard's digging early on, Wing is up there with a 63% Tetris rate.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, strong Tetris rate. You can see he's really been utilizing a lot of these long wars coming through. And as a result, he also has the lead back. He's up by 27,000 points. Neck and neck, back and forth.
But the stack for Wing looks much nicer to deal with for a while now.
It's really nice, yeah. You're going to want to stay away from piece dependencies. Yeah. You're not guaranteed a line. You're not guaranteed anything in this version. So
another really Tetris for Wing.
Yeah, Wing is going full speed here.
Yeah. Nice tuck from Richard.
Yeah. He's flying with two wings here.
Yeah.
Richard finally has that burned out. Yeah. He needs a line to really clean it up.
So with the eyepiece, he could clear it all up, and it's all good again.
Meanwhile, Wing up 52,000 points, and more on the way.
Another nice tuck there by Richard, and the eyepiece finally came.
But Richard's stack has become stable.
Yeah. So now it's looking good again. And with that piece, now it's...
And Wing had a very difficult pit in the middle of his stack. He got the right J's back to back to fill it out, but you never want to see yourself be too dependent on a piece.
Yeah.
And Richard really has closed this gap in a jiffy here.
Yeah. And now Richard is the one with a nicer stack.
And takes the... Oh, no. Can't call lead changes. They happen too quickly.
No, yeah, and I think I was confused before because...
Oh, that's actually the points that they're...
Yeah, so when it goes to white,
gotcha.
I was thinking that as well in the beginning. So, it's just back and forth, and then I looked at the real score. But it's super close now, 7,000 points.
Just really
neck and
solid
neck.
Play from Wing right
now.
Yeah,
another Tetris
stack.
From him. Let's
just
see.
Always Tetris ready.
Nice work from Richard as well. Richard is cleaning up really well. And a nice tuck. No, what's it called?
Richard getting a little high. He just needs the right piece to kind of throw over to the left to start clearing his well again.
Yeah.
Oh, and gets...
Oh, let's see. That's so... Oh, the other order would have been nicer.
just
not the pieces.
No pieces to
Another
help.
Tetris for
Very
Wing.
risky Tetris setup. It's kind of pushed into it, and he gets
it.
Boom.
A very high Tetris
Dirty
setup.
Tetris.
Yeah.
Still has his main well blocked off, just not getting finally the one time you want one of those pieces.
Yeah.
Almost clear. Wing has really maintained his Tetris rate, still up at 64%, 63% Tetris rate. Very good, very consistent play.
Yeah, he's been moving his well around a little bit, but he's about to get set up here.
And he maintains
But Richard closing the gap has got his field very stable.
You can see how Wing really kind of settled in with that 12 start.
Yeah, no, that sometimes with tournament nerves, a lower level is really nice. But now they're progressing in speed here. The next big speed shift is going to be at level 16.
And you can see Richard, just because of all those early singles and doubles that he had to take while he was trying to clean up his stack, is actually well ahead in burned lines.
Richard is on level 16 now. You can see the speed going up a bit.
Wing maintaining a 12,000 point lead. This is a very tight lead.
Yeah, very tight.
The Tetrises are worth more at this level.
Yep.
So you can score very effectively. Wing is actually behind in lines quite a bit. He's been playing a little bit slower.
Oh, he has that as well.
And
so he has a lead and he's behind the lines.
He's got a little more scoring opportunity here.
Yeah, another Tetris from Richard.
During the qualifying, Richard scored very well past 19, so he does have that next gear, that overdrive.
Yeah. A last minute adjustment there, correctly done by Richard.
Yeah, that's dangerous way up there.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to take the loss and, like, I want to move it, but you don't want to make a mistake there. So Wing has transitioned and is continuing to do Tetrises as well.
Yep, but he's down by about 7,800 points. He's got a little more runway to work with in terms of lines.
Oh, level 19. Let's see how well Richard does.
You can see how fast it's coming down.
Yeah, this is it's really impressive now.
Yep. Richard was setting up for a Tetris, but pulled it back just a bit.
Yeah. Let's see, a triple.
Take a triple.
He's continuing on. This is really impressive
He
here.
takes a double there. Look at how high he has that right side built out.
Wing is really closing in on the same number of lines.
That's a great tuck.
Super.
Gets one frame to do that. Getting stuff to the left is really the most difficult part of everything.
He's still continuing.
The Z-burst can be so deadly.
Oh, let's see if he can... He needs an eyepiece. He needs an eyepiece. Oh, he got it.
Oh, we blocked it.
No. Well, let's see. Oh.
But now he does have the lead, and that
no.
is going to be a decision. That is, Wing has dropped the first game by 6,000 points. Richard takes it, and it was that work that he did on 19.
Yeah.
Grinding that victory. What a play.
Richard really played well there at the end. Yeah. So, it's like the last game.
Yeah, love those bold 18 starts. Let's go, guys.
Yeah. Okay, are the players ready? Then we count down. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And there we are. Yeah, a quicker level 18 start again.
Right out of the gate, maybe a little bit of a misdrop there. It takes a while to get the tournament, kind of nerves out of your system here.
But he's handling it fine so far.
With a very efficient build and a Tetris right off the bat.
Yeah. Ready for another one as well. And Tetris, how do you pronounce it again? Schnecke.
Tetris Schnecke.
So Schnecke has worked his way down as well, so he can start to build a nice stack without holes.
But BV has built up quite a lead straight away.
Yeah.
You can see his Tetris rate is all the way at 85%. Tetris Schnecke has yet to strike. He's waiting for that line piece. But
another Tetris for BV.
The first one is on the board.
Yes.
And that's another thing with NTSC, just the timing of the tucks is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, being able to do those tucks is really important. That's something I noticed when I started and tested it playing a bit. It's you feel really limited if you don't trust yourself to be able to do those.
Right.
Really nice.
And sometimes misdropping a couple tucks can make you hesitant to set them up again.
Yeah.
Which just kind of confuses you a little bit when you're playing.
Yeah, and then you start to play a little more defensive and not as efficient. Yes.
But he's digging it out here. Meanwhile, BV still with a 70,000 point lead. It's about 3 Tetrises.
And he chooses to keep his stack there on the third
Yep.
column.
And Tetrisnek is clean, looking to get set up there.
And there we go. Now he has a stack he likes much more, I guess. I think.
Yep.
And this is looking good for him.
It's nice, you can really see the fluidity of BV's play. He just kind of moves his well around based on where the pieces push him. And it allows him to be scoring aggressively and maintain this very strong lead that he has right now. Oh.
Yeah. A little misdrop there, or rather he didn't get it away in time, I think.
Yeah, each misdrop can cost you at least a couple lines, and when you don't have a large window to score...
Nice work,
great job by Tetrisnek.
Yeah, so Schnecke's stack is looking really good, and now the Tetris there.
So he
But
can
BB
really close this gap here.
Yeah, BB has a lot of holes, or not a lot, but like the 2 holes there at the bottom is going to be a bit annoying.
Absolutely.
So, okay, well, he'll get down there now.
Some great pieces to build out for Tetrisnek, and he is slamming down a Tetris. He's only down 2 Tetrises.
2 Tetrises, yes.
But BV is clean as well.
Yeah, as you said, it's kind of brave to start with level 18. Oh, that's
Look
nice.
at that aggression.
Oh,
He is going straight to the top. He is not worried about topping out. He knows that that aggression wins the day in PAL.
Yeah. Let's see if you can keep it up.
Very creative tucks from BV. Love to see it.
Oh, what to do with that piece. Yes. Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
Yeah. Very good delay burns. And then boom. Tetris for BV here. Maintaining that lead. About 3 Tetrises now.
Schnecke is looking for the right piece, didn't really get it.
Oh, that's a clutch triple.
Yeah. Oh, that's good pieces for him now. Oh, that's perfect. And it's looking really good for both players now.
We're kind of on the 100 line mark.
Yeah. And they're playing at the same pace. So
Yes.
we can, it's actually easy to compare the scores in this game between them. Really well done by BB. They're cleaning up the stack. Yeah, that was impressive.
And he's cleaned it up right at the right time. Now your eye starts to drip towards the lines and the transition. You really want to be a little more aggressive here. Try to milk every point before the transition.
Another Tetris for BB.
I think this might be the largest lead of the game. He's up 77,000 points right now.
Yeah.
Both players about 20 lines from the transition to level 19 speed. And, I mean, just great play from both of them, honestly.
It's going to be interesting to see how well they do and if there's a big difference between them at level 19.
I know, just for round 1, for those very last, no.
Let's see. Oh, that's...
Oh, and that's it for second.
Yeah, that's 1 point for BB.
What a match. Wow.
Yeah.
Great first game. Coming right out of the gate with a level 18 play.
Yeah.
It can be very distracting if you know you're down a couple Tetrises and that you kind of sell out your stack to really get aggressive.
Yeah.
And RNG can get you when you're that vulnerable.
What's the next starting level?
We're going to slow things down a little bit with a level 12.
Yes. Are the players ready? Audience, are you ready?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Tetris.
I said go, that was wrong. It was good that the audience was. Now let's see. A nice and easy start for both this time.
Yeah, identical stacking so far.
Yeah.
Mirror stacking, and it's still happening. Still going. Oh, finally changed, but simultaneous Tetris.
Yeah.
Very pleasing to see that.
Yeah.
Now it's all different and terrible.
Now it's all different, yeah. Like, I think I would have done the same thing as BB there. Laying it down.
Right.
It's...
Oh, it's a little high for BB there.
Yeah. BB's stack is very piece dependent now.
Yeah. Tetrisnek is getting nice and calm here, building some great efficient Tetrises, keeping his board very clean. It looks like level 12 is the correct level right now.
Yeah.
And another one. Boom, Tetris.
And I think it's also much easier to, like, if you lost the first game, you want to have a, especially if you think you lost it early or something, you want a second good game, and having a longer game or slower game, you feel like it's easier to have a good game. Oh, it's really close. It's
really close.
Basically just a few soft drops between them.
RNG has been pretty good so far, and so both players are able to maintain quality stacks, very stable field.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's liking the piece distribution here or something. Yeah, but it's actually it's a big difference. If you get a good mix of the pieces, it's much easier to play the game than if you're.
It doesn't happen often, for sure.
Yeah.
Tetris rates are identical. This is so neck and neck.
And only 30-40 points between them. So let's see if they get a Tetris at the same time as well. If they are in the same piece sequence here. So a Tetris for Schnecke and a Tetris for BB.
Great scoring by both players. It needs to be said, when I was as old as Tetris Schnecke, I was terrible at Tetris. So he's on the right path here.
Yeah.
Simultaneous Tetris.
Yeah.
The lead score has changed so many times.
29 points, 19 points between them.
Oh my gosh, it's coming down to drops here.
It's going to be so weird if the winner is decided by the difference between a few soft drops.
It could happen.
It could happen. Now, the piece dependence is...
Oh, it is. Likely to happen on PAL.
Yeah. Now, it worked out really well for Schnecke there.
Yep.
So the stack is looking clean for both players yet again.
Yeah, BV has a 1 Tetris lead now.
Oh, yeah. Now, look.
Oh, that's square
A
came in
little
at the wrong
bit
time.
of drought there. Oh, and that doesn't help now.
Oh, he was expecting possibly a burn and didn't see it.
Oh, and that's another point for BV.
That's going to do it.
That was really close.
Sometimes it can really disrupt your rhythm if you don't expect a line to, or if you expect a line to burn and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Great games.
Yeah.
Good job.
Are the playlists ready? Yeah. Yeah? Let's count Let's count down together. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And we're on. Woohoo! A 12-point lead for JJ. 30 points. 40 points. 46. 57. 54. Yeah, it's going to be a long game.
I really like JJ's stack there. He had a nice, accommodating, sloping build.
Yeah.
Especially with all these squares coming in.
Oh yeah, those squares were not good for Simon there.
Yep. So he's already kind of playing some digging Tetris.
No, this is difficult. But that's a good piece.
Gets a couple.
That's another one.
Couple key pieces. Meanwhile, JJ scoring Tetrises, and this is
fighting
fighting for his life.
That's
Just
a
one little
early loss. JJ won that really quickly.
It all started with that kind of that bowl in the middle of the stack.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to build that out, especially when you're not 7-bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right away.
Let's see next starting level. Another 15.
The level 15 run back has been called by JJ.
Level 15!
Yeah.
Let's count down together. 3, 2, 1,
Tetris!
JJ may be thinking that 15 might be... What do you say?
12 points for Finland.
12 points for Finland, yes. Yeah, 12 points maybe. Finland usually doesn't get 12 points in the Eurovision, but here they do.
They have only won. They only win once when Lodi won the.
Yes.
Can we mic up the competitors?
You all thought you were watching Tetris, but this is a quiz show.
I feel like I'm as lost with these references as you guys are with my American football references.
Oh, yeah.
First down! Come on, Lottie!
Let's go.
It's a Tetris
Points are
return.
on the board, guys. And it needs to be said that level 15 has a level 18 kind of speed feel to it in terms of PAL versus NTSC.
Oh, yeah. Another Tetris there for JD.
Yeah. Simon very clean this time.
Yeah. No, having a dependency there for
A little
that.
bit, yeah, but it's
It's fine, and JJ's stack is a bit, it's holes in it.
absolutely. And Simon, he chooses to heal his stack rather than take the opportunistic Tetris,
Yeah.
and I like to do that as well. Stack health is so crucial, and
Yeah.
boom, Tetris for Simon.
And a middle well for JJ right now. Looks good. Opting for.
Yeah, that's a very, in terms of middle wells, it's a very clean middle well.
Yeah. So he transitions out of it, it seems.
Simon ready for one here.
Yeah, I mean, in modern games it's usually, it's easier to count on you getting the piece you want, and I, for one, use eyepiece a lot too in my stack. We talked about it before with Simon, that he used the eyepiece in his stack instead of clearing it. But in NES Tetris, you really want to utilize it.
Yeah, you're running a risk of fixing your stack, but
Yeah.
you're still up very high,
Yeah.
very susceptible to just some really rough RNG pushing
Yeah.
you up even further, as we saw in that first game.
Yeah.
So,
We saw 2 Tetrises just before from both players.
yeah. Simon has a nice lead right now. He's up about 30,000 points.
Let's see what Simon does here
Of
with
course,
the
his
stack.
stack is a little problematic. Let's
Yeah.
see if he can do something with
A
it.
little triple there,
Still
Still needs-
festering.
playing defensively. With some nice clearing.
And get some really healthy
Yeah.
pieces. And he is once again ready for business. You can see his Tetris rate is about 53% now.
Yeah, so he's got about maybe a 2 Tetris lead at this scoring, but he has been line dependent quite a bit this entire game, and this has not been a line heavy game. So he's been that's the really only problem with his stacking so far, but he still has the lead.
You see JJ closing the gap though. It's less than 20,000 point difference now. Another triple, and JJ knocking down another Tetris.
Oh,
That's-
great double skim there.
It's really close the
Again,
gap.
being that high, his options are limited. It's great getting those S's over all the way to the side.
Very, very dramatic watching Simon stack right now.
Yep. But with all this digging, JJ has taken the lead.
They're about even on lines, so pressing down has not made a huge difference.
Aggressive, dirty Tetris from Simon, and another one coming. Walking the points down. The crowd loves it. Simon loves it probably.
Another long bar just going into the stack for Simon. He's had to use a lot of them for digging and for building his stack up.
Yeah. But he gets another Tetris. But yeah, you're right. He's been having a lot of dependencies in that way. But now
JJ
the
building
Lux-
a nice little island in the center of
yeah,
the screen.
a fortress.
Yes.
The fortress of JJ.
Now JJ is the one who is waiting for the right pieces. That was a good combo for him.
Pretty
building up
simple
there.
Tetris.
Yeah. Oh, both the Tetrises. I missed that.
Yeah, JJ's going to look to flatten this stack out, and he's already done it
Yeah.
as I'm describing it. Simon's looking really clean too. Both players, we're nearing the 100 line mark here, and we're going to start seeing some transition to higher speeds.
Yeah. And we can see the score is really even, and JJ, who is a bit behind, but only 7,000, is it 6 lines or something behind? So
Yeah,
he
so
has,
that's-
he has time to catch up.
He's got some opportunity there loaded up.
So efficiency-wise, it's very similar, 52 and 48%.
He can also afford to be a little more cautious because he does have that 1 game lead.
Oh yeah, that's true. And the transition for Simon.
Yeah, drastic speed increase.
Oh, let's see.
And-
he needs eyepiece soon here. It's much more difficult to play that high. And now,
Oh,
if he gets
look at this now.
really impressive. Wow. No.
Oh.
But let's see. JJ still needs to 4
Yeah,
more points.
this is not decided. He's down by about 6,000 points, 4,000. He's going to need a couple doubles here.
Or a lot of down pressing, but you don't do that at this level. Let's see.
It could be, oh, almost had him, there it is.
And there it is.
With a Tetris punctuation mark.
2-0.
One of of the most distracting things that can happen is your competitor can top out, and then your brain has to recalculate what you need to win.
Yeah.
It can be very distracting. So JJ handles it and gets 2 games.
So 12 points for Finland.
GG, Simon. Well fought. Well fought, sir.
Yeah. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Yes, Simon actually reminded me, we talked a bit before this game he lost, that he actually got 700,000 yesterday as when he was warming up. And it's actually remarkable to see a player with 700,000 points go out so early in this tournament. It says something about the skill level here in this tournament.
It's just so brutal. Yeah, and Tetris itself.
Oh yeah. It's not a forgiving game.
Both players uncorking Tetrises pretty early on. That's the beauty of level 12. You can play a little more aggressively.
Yeah.
So we should see some higher Tetris rates here.
We have a nice stack from Jesper after a real nice tuck a while ago and continuing to stacking well. But this stack is also looking... Oh, that piece wasn't too nice. Okay, commentator's curse.
Yeah, shut up.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can flatten it out. You always want to get... It's always a tug of war between you and RNG to keep a flat, stable stack.
Yeah.
And Tegamek, Jesper has been doing a great job with that.
Yeah.
Love that double.
That's a right piece there for Dyst. Nice to see. It was the right piece when I said it. So
Yeah.
A Tetris for Dyst.
Tetris for Dyst.
Another line clear.
They're very close.
Yeah.
Jesper's got the better stack going here, and stack health can be worth points in and of itself.
Yeah. And we can see the score is very tight, neck and neck. But also that that Dyst is a few lines behind, so he has time to catch up. I wanted to say something about the dependency, but I didn't say anything. And it worked out well for him this time, so...
Right into Tetris, right down, taking the lead slightly here. Dyst is up by 650 points.
Yeah, we have seen quite a few games where it's very close in the middle of the game.
Yes.
Even though the scores have been 2-0.
It's been going back and forth. I believe Jesper's playing a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Pressing down a little more, especially on a level 12. He's a player that can play on 18, so looks like he's playing a little faster.
It's looking a bit more safe for Jesper right now. The stack is a bit lower.
Yeah, just is a little high here. He's going to want to just burn this down.
Does he have time to get down? Yes.
Yeah, this is the first real nerves check of the match.
Yeah. Oh, that's...
He does have better DAS on PAL, so he can get stuff left and right still.
Really, really tight game by him so far. Look at that.
It is live or die here.
Yes. Oh, that's fantastic for him. But he's still in the lead.
But Jesper still, hold on, Jesper still needs to close a 9,000 point gap here.
Was really impressive though by Dyst at the top there. Quick fingers.
The controller goes straight to the head for Dyst.
Yeah.
Just gonna let it sit there.
And we'll soon have a Tetris for Jesper, probably. Depends. We're still waiting for the eyepiece.
You got it.
A triple.
PAL is making sure that you know that you don't get a line when you need one.
There we go.
That's it.
So 1-0 for Jesper.
Jesper taking game one.
Level 12.
Doing the level 12 run back here.
Are the players ready? No, not yet. So we're gonna wait. All good? 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Both players looking to get Tetris set up here. Let's see who has the quicker path to getting Tetris ready.
Jesper choosing to build on his stack instead.
Yeah, he has kind of a dreaded formation to the left.
Yeah.
But look at that. Just he was about to skim it, but he just took the Tetris.
Yeah. Oh, I hate when that happens when you have the piece, you can put a J or an L, and then you get something else, and then you get the one that
Just
you
is
didn't
getting
want
quite droughted for the piece he needs. He finally gets
to.
it.
Yeah.
But now he's
Let's see what
dependent
this.
on the other piece.
Oh, this is difficult.
Oh. What was this? That was an L dependency that just kind of got away from him there.
Yeah. Put the piece.
Yeah. Well played by Jesper.
Yeah.
Played a very confident match there, and he's on to the next round.
Yeah.